Suffering from nausea and sickness as a side effect from Crohn's and colitis medication and just the general symptoms of the disease is bad enough. But ladies, what do you do if you're pregnant and have to cope with the morning sickness as well? This is what I'll be talking about in this video, giving you the secret tips and tricks in dealing with morning sickness along with your Crohn's and colitis. Welcome back to my channel, the only place for Crohn's and colitis tips, tricks and information. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified every time I post a video. And if you want to join an exclusive community of people who receive tips and tricks on living with Crohn's and colitis, make sure you sign up to my newsletter by visiting the link in the description box below. Now, pregnancy is such a fascinating topic, and not many of you may know I actually did my master's degree in reproductive medicine, where I learned a lot about pregnancy and fertility before working in the fertility and pregnancy field as a researcher for a few years. But that's not why you're here, so let's just get straight into these top tips for coping with morning sickness. Okay, so number one, sometimes nausea can be made worse by having an empty stomach. So try and eat small regular meals and don't overdo it on heavy, high sugar and high fat foods, as they can end up making you feel sick and lethargic later on. Number two, try and stay as hydrated as possible, so drink plenty of water throughout the day. Don't down the water, because drinking too much too fast can make you feel sick, but just taking regular sips of water throughout the day can help with your morning sickness. Number three, using ginger. Now this can be from using ginger extract in your water or ginger tea or even ginger beer, but lots of people have found that they do get some relief from nausea by using ginger. And similar to ginger is also lemons. Some find infusing lemon slices or squeezing lemon juice into their water or tea also helps settle their stomach. And peppermint tea as well can be helpful. Number four, stick to bland foods. You don't have to do this throughout your pregnancy, as you do need to have a well-balanced diet for a healthy pregnancy and to maintain your own health, especially if you have Crohn's or colitis. But some women have found that avoiding foods with certain aromas or flavors helps because it prevents their sickness from being triggered. Number five is listen to your body. Do what works for you and eat when you're hungry and eat what you're craving, and learn about your body during your pregnancy, because what works for someone else may not work for you, and it's so important to know what is best for you. Number six, this is linked to the previous point of learning about your body, and that is know what your triggers are. If you know a certain food, aroma or something else triggers your morning sickness, then try your best to stay away from it. Number seven, get plenty of rest. Being pregnant takes so much out of your body, because remember, you're growing a tiny little human, which is amazing. But if you are working, exercising, or even just running around picking up after your other kids while growing that tiny human, that is going to make you exhausted, especially if you have Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis and suffer with fatigue. So make sure you take time for yourself and rest up when you can. Number eight is cut down on screen time. Sometimes overusing your computer or electronic device can trigger your sickness due to the brightness of the screen, or sometimes the screen flickering can help trigger it. Even adjusting the screen settings, the brightness or the text size can help with your morning sickness, or even just cutting down on the time you spend on it can be helpful. Number nine, stay comfy and wear comfortable clothing, from pajamas or tracksuit bottoms or whatever, because the more comfortable you are, the more you can relax and take it easy. Number 10 is have an emergency travel kit. If you have Crohn's or colitis, then you may have an emergency travel kit already, but always take it with you wherever you go. Same goes with morning sickness. If you need certain items to clean up and freshen up yourself after being sick, then make sure you have travel size versions of those where you take with you wherever you go. So those are my top 10 tips to help with morning sickness, and I hope they have been helpful. So make sure you check out these videos on more useful tips, tricks and information for Crohn's and colitis. Hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a video, as well as leaving a like and a comment if you enjoyed this and found it useful, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode.